What's up guys, we are back with another weapon guide, and today we are going to be dissecting the very popular operator, also known as the Op. If you played Counter-Strike, you will note that this weapon is essentially the evil twin to the AWP, as it allows you to also one-shot any opponent from the chest and up. The Op is by far the most expensive weapon, flaunting a price tag of 4,500 credits, but for very good reason. It allows you to hold angles with pinpoint accuracy and gives you the ability to win engagements with the click of a button. The Operator is a long-range sniper rifle, and it excels at holding long lanes. While it has the ability to be effective at close range as well, you are typically trying to avoid these engagements. One of the most important qualities of the Operator is that the aim while moving with it, even if it is ever so slightly, will skew away from your target in a very unruly fashion. If you accidentally take a step when you are shooting at an opponent, you may accidentally shoot the ceiling or the floor because of how extreme the bloom is for this weapon. There are two main playstyles that the Op is able to deliver. The most common playstyle is a passive and defensive method where you will hold down lanes, gather information, and usually won't be pushing around corners where your opponent could see you first and have the advantage. This defensive playstyle is slow, but pays dividends if your enemy rotates into you. As a defensive opper, you are essentially a trap, and when engaged, you are capable of crippling the opposing team. The other, less popular playstyle is aggressive opping. This is effective for the players with arcade-breaking reaction times and endless amounts of mechanical skill. These players essentially play the Op like a rifle or SMG. They push corners and count on their skills to win them their fights. For the people that are really effective at this, it can work quite well. At this point, Valorant is a pretty new IP, and most of us have not had the ability to practice enough to get to a stage where this is a viable playstyle for us. For me, certainly I will avoid this and only show signs of aggressive opping if I'm backed into a corner. The Op is a fun weapon to use, but it is a punishing weapon to lose. The defensive opping playstyle allows you to take favorable fights, and if you happen to lose that fight, typically there's a teammate nearby that could just trade their gun for your Op and keep it out of the hands of your enemy team. An Op is a heavy economic investment and can really challenge you and your team financially if you lose it the first round that you buy it. Like all superstars, the Op does have a very obvious counter. Playing SMGs or aggressive rifles can overwhelm an enemy opper and can turn a fight back into your control very quickly. Flashes and smokes can also sedate an enemy opper if they are holding a consistent lane to allow you to overrun a site and secure the usually locked down lane. When you are locking down a lane, always ensure that you are close to cover, so you can take a shot and then duck behind a sturdy wall while you adjust for your next shot. Standing out in the open will allow your enemy team to secure trades very easily, as you are a sitting duck during the animation that takes place after you take a shot. The Op is heavy, and as a result, it lowers your mobility. So if you're getting chased by SMGs, you pretty much need to turn around and make a final stand if they're getting close to you. The Op has high wall penetration. If you shoot through a wall and hit your opponent in the body, you will not secure the kill, so you need to aim at head level through a wall. If you're aiming normally with the Op, you want to aim for the chest, as there is a much larger target to hit, and this increases your chances of securing your kill. This may be a difficult adjustment, as we are always practicing crosshair placement to be head level when peeking corners and holding angles. The Operator has a scope with two magnifications, the first being 2.5 times and the second is 5 times. Depending on your range, you definitely want to adjust to use the appropriate scope for the job. If you are holding short to mid-range, definitely stick to that 2.5 times scope, and if you're holding a notoriously long lane like A or C long on Haven, the double scope can really come in handy to ease the work your eyes need to do to focus on your opponent and get that kill. Opping has the potential to be a really high octane and exciting weapon to play, so be sure you try out both of the playstyles that I mentioned, as you may find that you are more gifted with one or the other. I hope I was able to teach you at least one new thing about the Operator, and if I did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and as always, Wang out.